Be wise and fearless. Don't be stupid and careless. No fuss and them fruitful when them beerless. No fat shot about them kind when them cheerless. Them love the crack bone and tear flesh. Politicians left the youth them in a beer rest. They're not helping the people who face their stress. Them still telling lies about them trying their best.
Welcome YouTube, it's A-Maverick and you're tuning in to Spiritual. Over here, make you see through spiritual lenses. Is it Freedom Street or Freemason Way? What I'm talking about. Today I have a brief review on this overall Freedom Street concert. Before this concert, I would have put out a video on what is happening to Vybz Kartel in terms of the state he's in physically and spiritually. You can go check that out. Also the reason why this happening to him, right? However, this concert showed two things. Either he is confused or mere sold out. In Queen Ifrica words, him come out batting for the other side. As the video progresses, you're gonna see what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. Well, first, let's talk about Sting cancel the price and the poster for the concert. What people don't understand that Sting cancel and the expensive price for the concert all wrapped up in Kartel's name. What am I saying here? Right? This is the definition of Kartel taken from Merriam-Webster. This is one of the definitions. It says, a combination of independent commercial or industrial enterprises designed to limit competition or fix prices. In other words, they manipulate prices. So, this overall thing going on, we should have already expected. It is in his name, Kartel. In other words, what I would say, Scatter, Joe Bogdanovich, and Kartel, the whole Down Sound team, come to an agreement to manipulate price for the concert and pretty much have Sting cancelled. Well, to the most part, this might not be intended, but because Kartel named what he named, it could have avoided. This is why I advise people on the importance of name. Cool. With that out the way, we should have already get the gist what I'm trying to say here. So no need to further comment on that. Now, as it relates to the poster for the concert, yes, Kartel, I see you, pun intended. This all-seeing eye business, we all know too well by now, so I'm not even gonna give explanation. I just need to drag the people attention just in case it was an oversight, right? What I do know went over most people's head though was Kartel's entrance. That even got most people talking, even comparing it to Michael Jackson, which it is not on the level of, but nonetheless, I understand how they come about, that comparison. Speaking of Michael, this even to show his impact and that Michael is the number one artist to date that we know of. Cool? And when I say to date, I'm talking about dating from we know ourselves listening music or from the existence of Hollywood then. Michael is simply the number one artist / entertainer to beat. Right? Check out my Michael Jackson vs Bob Marley video that I would have done when people tried to compare both who is the bigger artist, and you will get a lot more information regarding that. But back to Kartel's entrance. It's simple. He came out like a master mason. From his posture to his attire says it all. This black suit with yellow or gold tie says a lot. Who remember the song Black and Yellow, Black and Yellow? This is actually a color code in masonry, but that is for the next day. Also, at times when the light shining on the suit, it looks navy blue, which makes it no difference, right? As the occult world love these blend. Just look on your screen if you don't believe me. Maybe I make another video on the meanings behind certain occult symbols. Cool? Now, the second entry even solidify my point if you didn't believe me, right? Sending out a clear message that perhaps his soul gone. No wonder he has to be living in dark shades. This man came out in a jersey with the number 33 marked fire vibes. You can't make this up. I'm not the biggest NBA fan, right? But the last time I checked, I don't know any household prominent player name that wear that number. So what does it mean? Oh, let him tell you.
To reach 33 degrees of masonry, heights are evil.
I'm now gonna give you an overview on the same number 33, right? In Scottish Rite Freemasonry, the number 33 or the 33rd degree is a title of honor and distinction that recognizes outstanding service to the fraternity, Freemasonry, or society. The 33rd degree is the last degree in Scottish Rite Freemasonry, and it is not something that can be requested. Instead, the Supreme Council elects members to receive the degree at its annual session. In other words, it would have been Kartel's aspiration back then to be a 33 degrees Mason, but guess what? It's not something that you can request or you buy your way into it then. It's something that the bigger heads like the Grand Masons, a board, have to come together and say, you know what? This man is really operating on another level. He deserves this honor of 33rd degree Masonry. That's all. And that's how they would bestow that title and rank upon you. Cool? Now I'm gonna get another source that gives a bit more insight on this number. This is craftsmenonline.com. It's funny I should say craftsmen because it would have been alleged that Alkaline referred to Kartel as Craftman in his song Cree when he stated that boy can't ball Cree, tell Craftman say we full of technique. It is alleged that it was Kartel he's referring to as Craftman, and funny enough, his name mentioned at the concert would have been the high point or one of the highest point at the concert. And I must say, Alkaline, I really admire how you go about selecting that name, Alkaline, because Alkaline is a very smart and witty name to have as an artist. Reason being, if you're low in alkaline, you're acidic, right? And too much alkaline is not good. So guess what? It's a balanced name to have. In other words, you have to have a balanced portion of alkaline. Then in other words, but let's get it back or go back to the source here or the site. It says the human spine contains 33 vertebrae. Spirit regeneration would take place by degrees through the 33 vertebrae of the spinal column until reaching the pituitary gland, which makes or invokes the pineal body. The science of this regeneration is one of the lost keys of Freemasonry, and it is the reason why ancient Freemasonry was found upon 33 degrees. In other words, they're basically describing the nervous system, the central nervous system between the spine and the brain, right? But I'm not gonna go into it. I just need you to have a basic understanding of the number 33, correct? Now let's get back to what I am saying now. The possible reason for the name Fire Vybz could be he saying he has tried in the fire, referring to his time spent or sacrificed. You know, Occult world love that word, so I did have to use it. But all I have to say though, Kartel, if this is your path that you want to die in, you will be extremely sorry. What about this line you put in one of your hits?
Psalms 127. See that? Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman watch it. But in
I guess you really don't understand your own utterance or things that you would have mentioned in your song, right? I'm just here to give the insight. I pray somewhat things turn around, but trust me, you're batting real hard, and it's a matter of time before a nice half spin bowler come to out you, right? On a side note though, Skeng, wig settings, you gone? You really want to follow in that part? Boy, the youths them really weak, boy. Anyway, stick around or stay tuned, like, share and subscribe to the channel for other insightful videos.